superstars, welcome to Wednesday Wrap Up. Today I am here with the gorgeous Megan. I wanted to share a little bit more about my new project, which is Your Riding Dreams. Megan on today, I feel like a talk show host. She's on Oprah today, no. But I brought Megan in because I wanted to share a little bit more about my new project, which is Your Riding Dreams. And Megan actually had a lot to do with the inspiration of that. It's really full on.
Thank you.
No pressure. But I just wanted to share your story because you have such a beautiful story, and I think it's going to be really useful for a lot of people at home. So do you want me to ask about your story? Are you happy to share it?
I can share it a little bit if you like.
Yes. So who were you?
So I was a normal rider with a young horse, struggling like anybody else to find my way and progress my horse with FEI dreams. Like I think
do you have any really embarrassing failure stories that are just awesome?
A whole heap, and probably some photos to go with it, if I'm honest. So look, I had off the track thoroughbreds that I tried to dressage.
Yeah. And you didn't know anything, so it's not like you were an experienced rider with an off the track. You knew nothing.
Correct.
And the thoroughbred only knew to run.
Correct. So I came up through Pony Club like many other riders in Australia, and just had FEI dreams with no idea how to get there.
Did you even know what FEI was? Because I didn't.
Look, you watch the Olympics and, you know some famous riders, but no, hadn't even looked properly at the tests, you know.
Well, I looked, I watched Mary Hannah do her Grand Prix in Barcelona, 1992,
yep.
A little bit older. And I just went, that looks pretty easy. Tried on the spot, bit of skipping. I can learn that.
Yep.
And then we start.
Yes. On our off-the-track thoroughbred.
Skip! Why aren't you skipping?
Yes. And look, had some wonderful horses along the way and, spent all my hard-earned money on a young horse who, now I look back, was very forgiving. Took an opportunity to have a lesson with my now coach, who was very straight down the line and said, what are your goals? And I said to get to FEI. And she said, well, how are you going to get there? And I realised right in that moment that I didn't actually have a plan at all. So from there, with her, really generous help, managed to get the ride on the first proper FEI horse I'd ever ridden, and got the chance to ride him week in, week out and do some competitions. And, to say that horse and coach changed my life, is an understatement. I was so lucky. He was a push-button FEI horse. Oh, goodness. Even now when I look back now, I still miss him. Where are the buttons? Easy changes, pirouette without thinking.
And you'd never ridden changes before him?
Never ridden changes.
Never pirouettes? Never anything?
Nothing. I'd literally, the first lesson I had on one of my coach's schoolmasters, I had never ridden a flying change. Yes. Never competed above novice level. Badly, to be honest, never won a novice test. From there, as I said, just priceless. The coaching, the horse, the opportunity, the team environment just changed my world and my riding, and just things I never thought were possible. He was a dream come true. And then from there, I just, even more generosity. Now I have the ride on a really talented FEI horse, which again, how to even find a horse like that, and then have a horse with that sort of training is, just unachievable, I'll be honest, for most people. So, I feel incredibly lucky and supported, and I think that's the key. The support along the journey as well has been outstanding. Yeah.
And so that's a real different story to mine. And the story that I always tell is, it takes years and years and years. And then you're just like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, how the hell did you shortcut that? And I was like, gosh, that's so lucky. And I know how lucky you are and how blessed you are to have found the horse and the coach that can do that. So I thought, wonder if I can help someone like that. So that's where this all came from, of going, you can short circuit it. So I only knew my way, which was make a mistake, like come last, make a mistake, learn from it. So like how I went through every level back in the day when I did it was you got points for placing.
Yes.
So if I came last, I got no points.
Yep.
And if you got no points, you couldn't go up a grade. So I'd get 50% and come last, then I'd get 51% and maybe come second last, and then get 52% and come third last, and go there until I'd be in the realm of 60 to 65, which would place me fourth, around fourth, fifth or sixth, which would give me 3 points, 2 points or 1 point. And I would just have to compete around the country with my little 2 points.
Yes.
And then finally go, woohoo, I'm a novice, woohoo, I'm an elementary. And like I was stuck in medium for 3 years.
Yeah.
Because again, I didn't know how to do a change. My horse didn't know how to do a change, and I kept coming last with 50%, going, okay, how will, you know, and I just figured it out myself, but it took me 10 years.
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
Yeah, look, you know, I think it's sort of unbelievable how quickly I actually got there. I think from that first lesson to competing, I started out competing HRCEV Advanced.
Yeah, which is medium level.
Which is, medium level. And I think within sort of 3 competitions, I must admit, like I mostly won. Again, something that was very... something that, like, there wasn't many blue ribbons floating around before this horse.
Yeah.
And I think the highest score I got on him was a 78, which again is unbelievable.
And so from that first lesson to the 78,
I think about 3 years.
3 years. So in 3 years, you went from nothing to medium with 78%. I probably took 3 years to get to medium, and then spent another 3 years at medium and never got close to 78. So this was why sharing our stories and doing this journey, I just went, if I can help as many people as possible, and okay, I'd love to be able to give 100 people.
Wouldn't that be nice?
We're working on it. But even then, as you said, that one lesson. So we've got 69 opportunities that we'll be giving away this year. And some of them are just the one lessons, and some of them are the weeks or the 2 weeks or the eventual year one. But as you said, you can learn so much even from the one ride.
Absolutely. That one lesson, you know, without sounding over the top and dramatic, changed my life. I think I spent the whole lesson just trying to go back and forward in a trot on a different Grand Prix horse. And literally the whole lesson was just literally trying to go forward and back in the trot. And it did just, really opened my eyes to
what
the difference.
You didn't know, but then also to how you could know quite quickly.
To open, it was a window to a world that I wanted more of, and that I'd never had access to, you know, before in my life. Even the fact that, you know, here was this FEI horse that somebody was letting me ride, you know, that's amazing in itself. So, even one-off lesson, life-changing. And I went home after that one lesson and rode my own horse differently, and more improved just from that. And then obviously, as I said, like having the opportunity on the FEI horse to compete was, again, I still miss him is the way to say that.
The golden time.
Yes.
Cool. So I hope that's explained a little bit about what we're doing in Your Riding Dreams. If you would like more information about what that is and what opportunities are available for you, click on the link below. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
Thanks.
Bye.